One of the most important part of your Japan trip, or any trip for that matter, is where you're staying, because the quality of your sleep is going to affect the mood and much needed energy throughout your trip. So what are we supposed to look for when booking our stay? Where do we book the hotels? Pros and cons of booking third party versus direct? I'll cover that in a bit, but it's also important to know that every traveler is different and each traveler's threshold and comfort level is also different. The first thing I start with in my research is location, the area I'll be staying in most. For many first-timers, that would be Tokyo. Open up Google Maps and type in hotels in Tokyo, then hit that map option. It'll take you to an interactive map with hotel prices. Like any hotels, prices vary depending on the time of year you're going, so be sure to edit that calendar date to the dates you're staying. From there, navigate around the area you're staying. You can zoom in and out and see what hotels are available within your vicinity. That takes me to the second part of my hotel research, budget. The prices you see on the screen is for per night. So what fits your budget? Keep in mind, some of the cheaper options might be for hostels, love hotels, capsule hotels, and might not be a fit for family with kids. If you're traveling with kids, it's more ideal to stay in a room together where you have a bit of space for the little ones to walk around. What I love about using Google Maps and seeing the prices is that you can click around the ones that fit your budget and get a preview of the hotel on the left side of the screen. You can see the photo gallery, the costs, and reviews in English from other guests. Let's say you narrowed it down to about 5 hotels. Before you book it based on budget and location, let's narrow it down a little further. Because you'll be expected to walk a lot in Japan, you ideally want a hotel that's close to the train station. Trust me, it's a lifesaver when you don't have to walk 10-15 minutes to your accommodation. I had to do that for a whole week straight in 90-degree weather while it's humid, and it was not it. Meanwhile, another hotel I stayed at had the station right underneath. I definitely felt spoiled, and after experiencing both distances, I'm making it my mission to pass on this wisdom to you, okay? On Google Maps, you can move around and see where the train runs. From there, you can gauge how far your hotel is from the closest metro station. It's indicated on maps as a black line and has the Tokyo Metro logo. Obviously, you don't need a hotel that's directly outside the station. Even a 5-minute walk isn't bad, but some hotels might require you to walk 10, 15, 20 minutes, and if you're already walking all day with the kids or the weather is a bit extreme, or you know you have certain reservations booked, the closer you are to the metro, the better. You've heard the phrase, time is money. Why add more time to your already limited trip? And why pay additional to hop on the bus to take you from the hotel to the metro? Obviously, if you don't mind walking and the hotel you found is worth the distance, then go for it. Next is where to book the hotels. That's a question I got multiple times in my previous video on the budget-friendly hotel I stayed at. It was right above the metro station. It was down the street from the limousine bus stop, which took us directly to the airport. And it was right next to a McDonald's, Yoshinoya, Lawson, Family Mart, and 7-Eleven. It had it all, which, let me add, is a bonus. On the map, you can also see what's around your hotel, such as convenience stores and food options. Considering there's a convenience store almost every block in Japan, it's no big deal if there isn't one right outside your hotel. Anyway, where do you book hotels? Personally, I've only booked via Expedia, and fortunately, I've never had a problem. You can book directly with the hotels or third-party websites like Agoda, Booking.com, Expedia, etc. Sometimes certain hotels may offer a discount if you book directly through them, so be sure to do your research and compare the prices. Even if you do third-party, the hotel prices vary website to website as well. One hotel might be cheaper on Agoda versus Expedia, so be sure to put in a little time into the research. I can only speak on Expedia because I've booked with them, so I can't speak on any other third-party sites. But the perks of booking via third party like Expedia is that it's easy to navigate, it's all in English, and if you need a cancellation or refund, they handle it for you. However, if you don't want to wait and think you might need to make an immediate change, it's best to book directly. If you join Expedia and book through them, you can accumulate points and apply those points towards your future booking and get a discount. So if you're planning to book multiple hotels, flights, or activities throughout the year, might as well book through them on the same site and build up those points for free rooms or upgrades. While we're on that topic, if you use my link in the description to sign up, you'll get a $30 off a hotel on the Expedia app. This is not sponsored, but using my code, Expedia will give me a discount as well. So we're both helping each other out, and $30 is a lot. One tip from a Reddit user is to use mobile over computer. He stated that some hotels booked via Expedia on computer is non-refundable, but on mobile app, you can get a refundable rate. That's not something I've tried yet since that info is new to me, but I'll definitely keep that in mind. Of course, not everyone's experience is the same, and I was able to do a little bit of research to see why someone might prefer to book directly. A user on Reddit said they're not a fan of third parties after traveling a lot for their job. It's hard to get a hold of the hotel, and if something happens, the hotel can't do anything about it, so you'll have to solve that via third party. They stated that the deal wasn't worth the risk to them. If you're staying at a small local hotel or an apartment hotel or even Airbnb, be sure to pay attention to the languages spoken on the website. Another user on Reddit has seen some properties dinged with bad reviews because the owner didn't speak the language of the guest. Fortunately, for the hotels I've stayed at, I didn't really need to communicate with any staff other than the one to let us know how to retrieve the key for the apartment hotel. So we've covered location, budget, and where to book. A few minutes ago, I mentioned Google Maps allow you to click on the photos for the hotels to view the gallery, right? Be sure to look for photos of the interior, like the rooms. A lot of Japanese hotels and houses are quite small. Figure out if the room is spacious enough for you. You can also view the bathroom layout, pictures of the lobby, and if you go as far as street views, you can see what the area looks like. Booking a hotel in Japan doesn't need to break the bank unless you prefer extreme comfort or a really nice view in a Hilton, a Marriott, or a Sheraton, where you'll definitely have to shell somewhere over $1,000. I've definitely stayed at a hotel that ran $600 for 2 weeks, and that's splitting with roommates, so it's definitely doable. Again, put in a little time to do the research, explore Google Maps with the price listed out, and you can definitely save yourself hundreds of dollars. If you just Google hotels in Tokyo, you might only get blogs recommending chain hotels for hundreds of dollars a night. I have yet to experience a ryokan, and those typically have direct bookings, but should I stay in one in the future, I'll definitely make a video on my experience. But for now, that is all, and I hope it was able to provide some insight on where to start. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and have fun on your trip.